Hello and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And I'd like to welcome you to log day 3 of Inktober and my Sketchbook Slam Challenge. I started my day off following the Lana J prompt of familiars and flowers, and that day's prompt was crow and bellflower. So on this page I drew a bunch of crows with my watercolor brush pen, doing ink washes. And I just really enjoyed making the very abstract shapes of the crows. These are the watercolor brush pens. The brand ripped off from them, but they're pretty nice. And I found that putting ink in them and diluting it with water makes a nice wash, and it helps to cover a large surface area. And I just really enjoyed these really big blocky shapes that I went over with a Uniball Signo white gel pen. Let's get on the next page. So here I was working on the bellflowers. I actually went back and forth on pages, so it's okay if you don't go like straight this page, next page. Like, it's your sketchbook, do what you want with it. So I was practicing with drawing bellflowers, and there's a couple different ways in which you can see bellflowers. Like, you can see the arc of bellflowers, or they're on a stem and they all arc individually. And I thought that was really interesting. I found I didn't like drawing in the details of the crow. I liked the big blocky abstract shaping that gave you the general sense of, yes, this is a crow. And I don't know why, I went again with the ideal that it's a familiar collecting herbs for a witchy mistress, collecting some bellflowers. Here I was playing with doing environments and more on abstract shapes, creating silhouettes. So as you probably know, I'm a cat fanatic. I love cats. I miss my baby Raven back home. She is the best cat that acts like a dog ever. She's a good security cat. She's a good kitty. This page I decided I was gonna take my India ink, get a paper towel, and then rub it all over the surface area because I wanted to play more with my white gel pen. And I think it ended up looking pretty cool. I had fun with it. I had fun with all of these. I was kind of bored. I have to admit, I was lagging throughout the day and just lollygagging because I was kind of tired. I think I was listening to two best friends play, and I actually recorded this session of this page. So I will be sharing the video for Boys with Books right about now. And that's how I went about working on that page for Boys with Books. I hope you enjoyed watching that sequence of events. I was reminded about Keenan Lafferty's concept boot camp. I kind of went with the whole triangle stance, but I wanted her to be a cute, curvy girl. Like, I didn't really have any actual idea for this character, random design. I just wanted her to be round, but also triangular. And, like, for some reason, she's like a cybernetically enhanced cowgirl or a rancher. I don't know. More blocky crow shapes. I had a lot of fun. I think it's at this point that I added some more water to my ink wash, and I just wanted to test out how light it had made the washes in my pens. Here was me working concepts, my concept page, for the prompt poison for day 3. And you can take of it what you will. I drew the poison apple from Snow White on the little phone emoji on the back. And I like this idea that a demon was working through social media to poison the mind of this young girl. Because you can see she's not like well. And I just like the overall suggestion and the silhouetting. And some things I used were obviously my watercolor refillable little brush things, the portable ones. This, I don't know what brush pen this is. I forget. I know I use my Tombow calligraphy. I don't know if it's like a Tombow for Take. I know it's a brush pen and I like it. A little bit of gel pen and a little bit of general sketch and wash water-soluble graphite pencil to kind of do the line work underneath so that I wouldn't have to erase it. I could just go over with an ink wash and it'll just disappear. I like this concept, but I liked this idea better as a final product. And I think it came out pretty good. Working on random landscapes to an extent, but also I just had a very Salvador Dali moment. I think this is one of Plant Plague's prompts for vampires, and I just kind of went with it because I didn't know what else to do. I had fun with it. I mean, this one's my favorite on the page. There's also this guy, he's pretty nifty. It was getting really late in the evening. I was like 10, 11. So I drew some butterfly girls. I like them. I like a lot of these things, so I like art. How do art like it? I was watching different videos, and I think I was watching Holly Brown's video where she was drawing one of her characters digitally. And there's this one song that plays that has like a chorus of like, oh yeah, see me, oh yeah, see me. And I like that song. I've heard it like a couple times used in different music videos, and I know it's about how sometimes it's okay to have thoughts about death. It's a sad song about suicide and the want of death. It's getting bright in here. More faces, and then I went back to one of my favorites, Croaky Cafe 2 for 2, because I hadn't finished the video. I had only been 30 minutes into it to get some more pages done because I was really crunching it at this point. Like it was 11:20. I was like, I gotta get my 20 pages done. And yeah, this was a 5-minute pose. And this was a 10-minute pose with both of the models, but they had a tendency to fidget a lot. And I don't know if they did that on purpose so that if you wanted to do quick sketches during the 10-minute session, you could just take that time to just draw them fidgeting in different ways. Like she picks up her cup, puts it to her face. I forgot about the water bottle that was on the table, but that's okay. I decided to take the pose and make it into like a cafe scene. So normally both of these models would be tastefully naked, being draped models. But I decided to put them in clothes as though they were on a coffee date or at home. And this was the last page of the day. I finished on drawing some hands, and I think they came out pretty well for being 1-minute hand poses. So that's it for day 3. Maybe tell me how your Inktober is going. I want to know, like, are you also doing Inktober in the Sketchbook Slam Challenge? What did you think was the most challenging thing when you were first doing your Sketchbook Slam Challenge, if you've already done it? Or if you're still, like, if you've just started, like, what do you think's the hardest thing about the Sketchbook Slam Challenge? And what do you like most about Inktober? I want to know. Put that in the comment section down below. If you want to keep up with me on the days that I am doing these, I post on my Instagram. If you need some resources to help you out with your own Sketchbook Slam Challenge, you can go onto my Pinterest, and I don't know, if you want to hit me up, you can give me a DM on Instagram, or you can just send me an email. I don't care. I like conversations. Or you can leave a comment down below. Sometimes if it's more than just a couple sentences, I will respond, because I'm lonely. And other than that, if you want to leave a like for this video, give it like a thumbs up, say like, I like what you do, because it's artwork for all of you. And maybe comment. Yeah, comment. Share this video if you really want to. Color your friends inspired in grayscale. And other than that, I hope you are having a wonderfully spoopy Inktober, and that you continue to do what you do to make that artwork for you. Lots of love. Bye.